I am not a Christian because it works for me, and I'm not a Christian because it was the way I was raised. To be honest with you, it doesn't always work for me. It's difficult being a Christian. You probably know that if you're a Christian, especially in a culture that is probably less and less inclined to agree with your beliefs as a Christian. It's not convenient anymore to hold to Christian truth claims, especially about morality. We all know that. I wasn't raised around other Christians to even know what the scriptures taught about certain things. But at 35, I did find myself in a church because my wife was more interested in going to church than me. And we had been together at that time probably about 18 years. So we're sitting in church. I was happy to go just as an atheist, just to please my wife, and the pastor pitched Jesus in a way I could catch him. He said Jesus was the smartest man who ever lived, and that Western culture, at least at one time, was grounded in the teaching of Jesus. And here I was, a police officer working investigations, and I thought, here I'm enforcing the laws that this guy on the stage, this pastor, is telling me came out of the mouth of Jesus. At least he was the foundation for these kinds of moral truths. Really? Is that true? I needed to know. I bought a Bible to find the wisdom statements of Jesus, just the red letters, right? And what I discovered is you can't just mine those out without going through the Gospels. And it bugged me because the Gospels, as I read them, sounded like eyewitness accounts I could test. And as I did test them, they passed the test. And then I was stuck with this guy named Jesus. So I'm not a Christian because it works for me, or because I was raised that way, or because I was even hoping for heaven or afraid of hell. I'm not really interested in any of those things at the time. And I didn't have a train wreck that I was trying to fix. I'm a Christian because it's true. And once I discovered it was true, I realized, as C.S. Lewis says, it's either not true and of no importance, or true and of critical importance. The one thing it cannot be is moderately important. And it changed everything. And along the way, it encouraged me, it helped me to use my detective skills to develop more than a blind faith, more than an unreasonable faith, more than the kind of faith that I even saw amongst the Christians I was growing up with, as a new believer. I wanted a forensic faith.